Hello, all of you Vaingloriously wonderful people. What's up? Oh, no, that's behind me, Antoine. That's what's up. Beavers! My holiday was fine, you know, and quiet, like I like it. And at least until we got to my sister's house, where there was a very loud, obnoxious football game on. But it's fine. We just went over there to eat dinner and hang out for a little bit, and then came home. So yeah, I streamed earlier today, and then went over there, and now I'm back streaming. That's been my holiday. So that's good. How's yours? How's things been? We're gonna call this settlement Christmas Beavers. I don't know what I don't know. I don't really follow football. All I know is men in tights running around chasing a egg-shaped pigskin. That's all I know about it. We've done this map several times, but it's a good map, so I guess we'll do it again. But the nice thing is we'll be able to flood right here. And that'll work really well. Because it's lower right here, so if we put... granted, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if we put the locks right here, even run them like that, yeah, it'd probably be the move, run them that way. We'll be able to have the water. Yeah, I don't really like football. I find it to be obnoxious. I mean, football to me is a bunch of has-beens going. That's football to me. That's. I don't like it. Where's the door on this thing? There it is. But it's huge industry, so I mean, my brother-in-law, big into football. So we're gonna build one of the. You know what? one will be enough. And we want to mark a tree cutting area, like right there. How am I going to get water up there? You know, I guess I could use a water pump later on the road. And then... Well, how am I going to get water anywhere but where it is currently? Like, there's nothing I can really dam or undam on this map, is there? Like, that's it. Right there. That little thing. That's the only thing holding any water back from anywhere. Oof. Your brother's a Green Bay fan? Yeah, I guess that was the game that was on. I don't know. I remember my brother-in-law said something like, well, I don't really like so-and-so, but, you know, it's better than rooting for so-and-so. I'm like, okay. Sure. If you say so. I should really, unpause this, shouldn't I? Probably help. Oh, we need 2 lumberjack flags. Fine, you can have 2 lumberjack flags, and I know that the next thing you're going to ask for is going to be a wood pile, so I'm going to go ahead and give you that. Oop, there we go. One. I did build a lumberjack flag. I built them. I said place them. Now they have to build them. Okay. I started the new save because the one we were playing the other night is just so laggy. It's up to like 600 beavers. And it even lags now when I'm just playing solo, so... Look, fellas, you have stuff to do. Get to work. Come on. Get to work. There we go. So they'll start chopping down some trees, connect the lumberjack flag. I did. I marked the trees for cutting. Water pump. The water pump is, whoops, is our next item on the wheel. Wait, is water flowing this way? It is. Ooh, we could build up like... Yeah, that's how we're going to get water around. Okay, I remember now. That's how you do it on this map. You put a dam here, backflood it, but only after you've built a levee to protect yourself over here. I remember. You talked cryptocurrency and everything, so it wasn't too bad. My dad... At dinner, my dad started trying to... Cause we were talking about cars, because I want to sell mine. And somehow electric cars came up. And my dad's like, you know, electric cars wind up actually costing you more than a gas-powered car. I'm like, Dad, that's not true. He's like, well, they cost more. I'm like, initially, yes. I'm like, but their total cost of ownership is significantly cheaper. Cheaper maintenance. Usually cheaper to fuel, though that depends on where you live and how much gas costs. I was just like, nope, I'm not letting you get away with that one. But, you know, he reads just nothing but right-wing news, so what do you expect? So 1, 2, 3, and fourth one. There we go. Just to make that even. I'm gonna pause this one. And if you have a car payment versus not having one, that's true too. I mean, if you're gonna buy a car, I mean, electric cars are usually about $5,000 more than their internal combustion engine counterpart. It depends on the brand, but that's, you know, like for Kias, Hyundais, stuff like that. That's your average. I need to turn around really quick. Because I have a little bit of heavy. You know, I liked the Volts last generation, but I don't like it now. I want the Kia Sportage that's coming out in an EV, but it won't be here till 2023. The Sportage won't be here till next spring in the internal combustion version. I'd really like that Kia. What's it? I don't know. You like hybrids? Oh man, that's good. So yeah, if I block the water back here, like right there, and then build here, then I could have those set to keep it at this level all the time. And when a drought comes, I would have water stockpiled back there that I could let out. We built the water pump, build a gatherer's flag. Okay, I can do that. First, I want to make sure that I'm leaving proper spacing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2 for the farmer's house is cool. So my path just needs to go right there, and then this path can go back here, and that could be where my gatherer's flag is going to go. Yep. You're loving your new PS5? I'm happy for you, my dude. I know you were wanting one. Construction lacks materials. I don't recall actually constructing anything. Oh, those. That's just because they haven't gotten enough logs yet. Give them time, game. Give them time. Let's make this old boy over here priority. There we go. Just leave it on the slow speed for now. Just kind of chilling. We'll speed it up here in a little bit. Right now, we'll just chill with the Beavers. Actually, it's nighttime, so we're gonna speed it up because I don't want to watch them sleep. Though their animation for going to sleep does crack me up. But keep your eye on them here. They'll just go thud. Like there's no actual fall animation. They're just upright and then down. And it's adorable. Where are you guys going? I want to watch one of you thud over. There goes one. Thud. Just thud. Instantly. Is nobody else gonna sleep? You just all gonna... Oh, there it goes. Thud, 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 thud. I guess there is a slight animation to it. We'll speed up time till morning. It's warm in here. Farmhouse! Yeah, the loading times on the new consoles pretty freaking amazing, man. Oh, that's what I want right there. La Jeune has grown up. Good for La Jeune. I need to make this dude priority before we run out of logs. Gotta be careful not to overbuild in the early part of the game or you will run out of logs. I've done it a couple times. No, I didn't. I just thought I could close it. I didn't realize I would get rid of the tutorial forever. They're bringing that same load time to PCs as well. Oh, you can say fuck as much as you want here, Zach. Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to apologize for that, my dude. You can say that as much as you want. I am totally okay with profanity. Oh, I'm not mad. You've been watching my videos for how long? You haven't noticed that I swear pretty regularly? One thing I don't like is hate speech. You know, homophobia, racist type stuff. Misogynistic. You know, those things bother me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Plant some carrots. And then I am going to build a second farmhouse right here. And I'm going to put a road in right there. And then we'll figure out something to go in that little space there. I don't know what yet. You're never going back to PS4 ever. Throw that thing in the trash. Sell it on eBay. That's what you should do. Oh, it's only 49? Oh, okay. Well, we need a second carrot patch then. Well, it's a good thing I prepared for that. Oh, whoops. No. I changed my mind. Look, no. That's not what I wanted. I'll do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shit. That's barely 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Good. Build a small warehouse. That goes right here in this spot. Storage, small warehouse. Well, bam. And then we make that our next priority. And look at that. I built 3 water tanks. No, it was going to want 3 water tanks soon. Next, it's going to ask for housing, which is all going to go back here. Taking on their own sweet time to get this warehouse done. I guess there's only 2 woodcutters, so they can only cut like... Doesn't tell me how many a day they get, but it's not many. But that's almost done. And then build a lodge. It wants 6 lodges. So what I want to do is leave myself room here to build stairs up to multiple levels. So I'm going to go 3 back. So right here will be my first lodge. So then we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll skip 1, 2, and 3. Like that. And for now, we'll just connect them up like this. Following our existing paths. That way I've just got room to build stairs to get up to multiple levels. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I went back one too many. Oh well. Could have started it here. But it's fine. They're there now. And God knows I can't change it, even though I was paused and totally could have. Not going to is probably the better vernacular there. Not gonna change it. And you can't make me. So we got one kiddo. We're about to have 6 houses. Cool. So you're harvesting, you're planting. And we will soon have another farmhouse as well so that we can have double on harvesting. So while you guys are doing that, I'd like for you to come in here. I want to be able to get a path all the way over to there. Hey, we got one whole house built before the first evening of house building. It's not our first evening, it's our 5th evening. But you know what I mean. Of house building. It's our first evening. And I'm sleepy. I didn't realize how tired I was. We're going to have a huge housing complex back here that like basically gets as high as that. They're getting that one. Cool. Cool. Stream elements. I thought I had you that you could only say anything. I guess it is within the time. Never mind. I had it that there has to be like a certain number of messages within the last 5 minutes. I guess it just barely meets the threshold. Three houses are done. And we're getting low on timber, but that's okay. We've got trees up here, and I'm clearing this out so I can plant my own trees. Forest Lodge does require planks, though, so we are going to need to get hardware in here to do planks. Where am I going to put that, though? Really hate using fertile land for that type of stuff. I'd rather use fertile land for trees and crops and use the dry land for other things. You ever gonna chop down this one damn tree? So we have no homeless beavers, but it still wants me to build 2 more lodges. Excuse me. But we should get some babies born. Well, no, because those are all nearly full. We're going to need the other 2 to get babies born. Come on, my dudes. Look. Come on. Come get this. Come on. Somebody come chew this up, please. Please. I only have 2 builders, and they're focusing on those houses, aren't they? I just want to finish my path before another tree grows there. No? Not gonna... Not having it, huh? Where did that guy get wood at from over here? There we go. Continue. Build an inventor. I think I shall. But I want those up. And I don't have stairs yet. They require planks. So for now, we're just going to temporarily drop one like here. And then we'll delete it later and relocate those. Yay! Happiness 5. That just takes a dozen logs, so they'll get that knocked out pretty quick. We should start having some babies born. Yep, there we go. Baby born. How big is this gap? Just 2? Yeah. And we have an inventor. Build a water wheel. Oh yeah, this is where it wants me to start doing the wood production, or the plank production, and I think it's right. I think we should build a water wheel. Let's go here where we've got pretty good current, and then we'll build the lumber mill right next to it, like that. And then I can bring this path over and up and get that in there. And then we can make all this a place that we're going to do trees once we get some planks. So 15 and 50. Ooh, we're gonna be struggling for those logs. I don't think we're gonna get 50 logs out of here. We might need to come over here and cut. In fact, we're gonna do that. Yep. And I make that the priority so that we get logs quicker. That doesn't require any resources to build. It just, oh, we don't have workers for it. Crap. I don't have workers for my lumber mill either. That's big sad. That's a big, big sad. I am going to do a thing then. I'm going to get rid of this one for now because it's kind of in the way of what I want to do. And even though... Nah, I'll leave it. It's fine. I was going to like do a double path there just to get it even, but nah. They can turn a corner. They'll be fine. Then I can put a forester like right here in the corner, or maybe even here, and cover all this area. But first, we got to get this done. And start making those planks. So they're working on the water wheel first, which is fine. Almost got it. 7 more logs, 6 more logs. Here comes 2 more. Can they really only carry 1 log apiece? Done. Build a lumber mill. Power the lumber mill. Gee, you think? Well, that thing's cranking out 85 horsepower because the water's flowing so fast. Wow. Kind of impressive. Oh, they got plenty of logs in stock now. Good deal. Can he not reach over there? He can, and those are marked for cutting. I don't know why he's not doing it. So once we get this, we'll get some planks. I'll have some research going. First thing I want to research are stairs, believe it or not. Hooray! I'll build a forester. Never mind. I gotta research forester first. Which I don't have 60 points yet. And it'll take us a minute to get to 60. We only got the 1 research dude going. Oh, at least we're making planks now. So hopefully we'll just have some in inventory. Wait, why are we not making planks? We don't have any workers. That's a big pile of suck. Yeah, we'll take 1 out of there from builders and get them working over here since we're not really building anything else right now. We're going to need those planks to build the forester's hut. So he can reach all the way to there. To like do that just to remind myself that that's as far as that dude can reach. And then right here. So there. That way I just don't plant anything beyond that. Excuse me. Alright, we've got the 60 that we need. We have some planks being made. So we will unlock that. We will get this dude in place. That's about as far as he can plant as well. So that works out well. And we're going to plant 2 different types of trees. Birch, because they grow really fast and get us a lot of wood quickly. And then we're going to do pine, which takes 3 days longer to grow, but gives us double the logs. And then we're going to build another lumberjack flag down here, and another one up here, and another one up here. So once we have the available beavers, they'll be able to just really start cutting down the woods. And then this over here will get all cleared out eventually once this is grown in. And we'll replace this with crops. Same back here. We may plant berries, but we're not going to have them just growing randomly. Build a forester. Plant pine. Already did it. Close the tutorial. Cool. So everything else is up to me now. I'm on my own. How dangerous. Why did it not let me plant there? Get rid of that, that, and that, please. The one worker that I have, thanks. So what do we put on this side? Yeah, birch. Oh, it'll let me put that there now. But it won't let me put it on top of that one. Fuelier. I guess that one's mature enough that it can't just be replaced. Drought incoming already! We're fine. We'll be alright. We'll be just fine. There we go. Cool. So we got all of our pine planted, all of our birch planted. And we've got a nice little start to a beaver colony here. Next thing I want to build is one more farmhouse. Just so I have 3 harvesters. I know I don't have any unemployed beavers, but we'll get there here in a minute. Let's build some more housing. Your door's obscured, isn't it? Yeah. So use the one that goes the other direction. Then we need a path, 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 path. Cool. Beautiful. And you know, this dry area, what would be... Oh, no, I want to build stairs there. Never mind. I'll say this dry area would be great for building these. So maybe we'll just build the stairs there and just spam down a bunch of science here. Well, we don't have enough beavers. I don't know why I'm even bothering. You can build this if you want. Give him something to do. That one poor little guy. Well, we got baby beavers being born. That was a lot of alliteration in one sentence. Here's one. I have one person that, or one beaver that can do that. I keep calling them people. They're definitely not people. They're definitely beavers and not people. Oh man, a headache. Had one off and on all day today. That sucks. If I get a few more houses built, we'll get a few more babies born, getting us more prepared to expand and grow and all that good stuff. First, I want to fill all the current jobs that we have. They have gotten that pretty well taken care of. That one builder is really struggling to get anything done. See, we still need another one for water pump. We need 3 more for lumberjack flags. We need 3 more in the district center and 2 more for a farmhouse. So we need lots of beavers. Lots of beavers. Should remove this and get that fertile land further back this way. Let's mark it for demolition. All right, we got 66, still 70 for that, 100 for that. There's our drought. Instantly, everything's all parched and dying, but we have plenty of food and plenty of water stored, so we'll be okay. It's only going to last less than a day. Oh, you can't see it, but it's up here. In this corner, up above, like where my camera is, basically. However, that does mean we're not making planks. I could put in a wheel, but we'd use a lot of real estate that we currently have trees planted, because I'd have to run a road up, and it has to be at least one way from the thing, I do believe. Oh, I could be right up against it. I don't have a hamster to run it, though. How much does it require? 50? Yeah, a hamster. Beaver. I'll do it. Just as a backup source of power. Yep. And then power wheel. Power wheels. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. Hello, mark for... Oh, that's buildings, my bad. There we go. And then we'll just run a path up there. Like that. And then that'll get built. Hey, the water's back already. Look at that. But next drought, we'll be ready to continue cranking out planks. We're up to 3 children. 18 beavers with room for 27. So hopefully they're going to start procreating quite a bit. One thing that helps with that is the fire pit, or the campfire. So I guess even though I wanted to use this space for something else, whoops. Let me put a campfire back here. In fact, let's delete that campfire right up against this. And that'll leave me room for one more inventor, which I'm going to go ahead and build, even though we don't have anybody to work in it. We will eventually. And unlock my stairs. And the next thing I'll unlock will be a platform, so we can start building up. So that all requires a lot of planks, so it's a good thing this guy's just kind of gonna be churning out planks in the meantime. Because we're, what, that's 100 points this takes? Yeah, we're only at 35. We're catching up with employment, but not as quickly as I'd like. We do have 20 beavers, 16 adults, so we've gained an adult. Really like for this place to have all 4 workers. But yeah, we still need 3, 5... We need 5 more beavers to be adults. Oh, hey, they got that chewed down, so... Now water flows into there, and now all of this back here is fertile land as well. And vivate. Vivate and vivate. We can mark all of these resources for demolition, because I know I want to do something different over here than what's currently there, which means we can also get rid of that, because we've got plenty of other lumberjack flags over here that covers almost, yeah, it covers everything. We're good. We are good. Music is so good in this game. A little repetitive because there's not a whole lot of soundtracks, but what we do have is really well written music. Oof. We need beavers. So we still need... Oh, we only need 4. We're down to just needing 4 now. That's not too bad. Getting all this cleared out for me, which is good because I'd like to plant another crop. And also get my not bakery. No, the grill's already open. Cool. That's handy. So we could get like a couple grills and plant potatoes next. Yeah, so we'll plant them. So 6, 7, 7, 7x7, though we gotta wait for that stuff to get down with it. It'll be alright. They'll get there. I'm just getting a little ahead of myself. That way there's stuff built and in place as we bring workers online. They just scatter. It's cute. Let's do just a little bit more water storage since I've got a few gaps that are big enough to hold water tanks. Fit one there, but then I can't fit one there. That's fine. We'll eventually put decorations back there. We are up to 21 beavers with room for 33. So we definitely have room for them to grow. So what we're going to do is make the campfire high priority, because when they socialize, then they like to reproduce shortly thereafter. Kind of like humans when they go to the bar. Like, hey, baby. I'm gonna go make a baby. Baby. That line works, right? That's a good pickup line. That's valid pickup line. Sure. I'm gonna call it yes. Hey, baby. Wanna make a baby? So harvesting, planting. Though I don't have anybody to work here. We have 17 adults, 5 children. We need 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 more beavers. I need 6 more beavers to be adults. And I may go ahead and have them start hunting berries over here. Another lumberjack flag. Forester, my bad. I know what it's called. There we go, and we will tell them to plant berries in this whole space here, and we'll just leave that collector where he is. We'll get rid of this stuff up here. There we go. They got the campfire done, so now we should see more babies being born, which is just awesome. We have 100 research points, so I can unlock that. Is that a path that's valid? It is not. Okay. It'd be tricky to build like I wanted to with that campfire right there. I didn't really think that through. We may have to move that. In fact, I'm going to move it. You can't move things. You can just build a new one and tear down the old one once the new one's built. Just make that priority. I need to be able to have stairs and walkways and stuff right here so that they can actually get up to the next level of homes. And my shoulder hurts too. Jeez. Falling apart over here. One log. Oh, we're out of logs? Oof. We gotta wait for that forest to grow now. Well, that's a big oof. We have no logs. So yeah, until this forest grows in, we're kind of screwed, which it's at 90. So good, it's at 96%, so we're not too far off. And we'll have 4 lumberjacks that can immediately jump in there. All right, that's at 33, that's at 7, but these are in the middle where he started planting her. Matured, so they'll get some logs now. It's the last one I have in the house. I'm gonna have to go buy more tomorrow. Alright, cool. That gets that done, so I can now demolish the one I built in the wrong spot. And then we can start process of building up. I just forget you can just click and drag these. And we'll be able to get a couple houses back here. Not a lot, so I think what I'll do is in these corners, well, this corner put stairs. Like that, and then we will also put stairs right there and make kind of a weird connection here. Like that, and then we'll have a path, 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 path. Cool. And then we will go ahead and spam out a bunch more housing, even though we're not quite ready for it. We'll have it, you know. It'll be there for us when we need it. And the next row, I'll be able to go up there as well. But that will require putting in... if I can remember where it is. There we go. That guy. They don't really exactly have a path to get up to that yet, but they will once they get this stuff built. I would also like to have a way up somewhere else to that next level. So maybe what we do is something, whoops, something like this. That there, and then just connect it like that. That way they've got a couple different ways to get up to that next level once they start building it. But I want to make that whole building process my lowest priority. I want all these other things to come online first. Excuse me. Look at them plant and harvest, dude. They're just going to town. Granted, there's nothing they can do with those potatoes yet because we don't have our grill up and running yet. So maybe we should make those our next priority. Followed by that. Followed by... The Beavers are doing fine. We just started a new district tonight because the one I've been using for live streams just got too big and it was really laggy. How are you doing, Dynamistic? Merry Christmas to you as well. So we don't have any beavers to work here currently, but I'll go ahead and select the recipe of grilled potatoes. That's what we want there. I need to move my mic over just a little bit so that it's not blocking any of the UI. There we go. Still blocking, like I can't see here. This is the microphone. I'd really like to get one of those lapel mics. I think that'd be cool. Same thing for this. We don't have anybody to work here yet, but I will select grilled potatoes so that as we get beavers growing up into adults, we will be staffed. And it's only our grills, so we only need 2 more to grow up. And I would like to see a lot of them born. We currently have room for 33 beavers. We only have 31. Doing okay? I guess okay is okay. I guess we'll allow okay. Doesn't matter if I allow it or not, I know, but... So the next thing I want to get with research points is this guy, but it's 150. I want to get these platforms going so I can have the ability, though I could just stack these, but they wind up taking up almost all the resources. Cool, we got that done, and we are going to prioritize blueberries for him over here. This guy's just doing trees. Hey, our well-being's at 6. Can't find it. Oh, it's because we're making grilled potatoes now. We got a griller? Yeah. Okay, so all our jobs filled? Everything except this forester is filled. Our storage is full, however, so we do need to think about more storage. Can I get away with 2 right here? Yes, I can. So then we will give that and that high priority because we want to get stuff stored properly. Alright, so why are there holes? Why are there gaps in our potato fields? Is that where I was having them cut down resources? Did I forget to come back by later and do it? Probably. Probably. So at 150 I can get a floodgate, or at 250 I can get this floodgate. And we're now cranking out double the science every day, so that will help. But we're once again really low on logs because we're just going through them as quick as we can. Quick as they can plant them, I'm harvesting them. We already have another drought incoming. Damn. I am a long way from my waterworks projects. Get a log cutter up here. That could be beneficial. Since there's mature trees up there. Do we have the planks? We don't. So this is going to be a high priority job as well. And, oh, gotta get rid of a tree that's already up there. Then paths will be able to go there, and then we'll put another lumberjack flag like right there, so he can gather those trees. Go ahead and mark these for cutting, even though we can't do it yet. Let's see if we can't get that dry wood. I don't know if it yields any timber or not. Gonna find out. You make the dam as far downstream as possible. Yeah, but that's the thing. Your district only reaches so far, and that's what really limits you. Plus resources. Like, ideally you would put one right here, because you've got several terraces that you can flood before it becomes a problem. On both sides. But reaching there is a whole other story. Like, there's no way this district could ever build that far away. Just wouldn't do it. I mean, that would be the ideal place to put it, and then raise them up 2 meters and just let that water back up. Though that would probably flood this area. But you also want some at the start so that you can close off your whole system. Because if you don't dam it up back here somewhere, it winds up drying out from behind you. So the second a drought starts, you can just raise your gates here, and this water will just sit and be available for pumping. It won't be available for powering the water wheel, but that's why we have this one extra hamster kind of chilling, doing nothing. I don't really want to build a whole lot right now because we are struggling to get logs. I'd just like to get... Okay, good. They got that stuff done, so I can put a path here now. And now we can start getting some logs, even though I waited until nightfall to do it. But in the morning, they'll start gathering a bunch of logs. They'll also probably start trying to build all of these houses, which isn't that big of a deal. I'd like to get into the farm or do it up front here. Oh, excuse me. I just don't know how feasible that's going to be because of that weird land. Yeah, see how the water starts going from the back on? If I would have had this dam here, it would have still dried up to there, but not past the dam. So, 1, 2, 3, an 8. Even though we don't have any ability to do anything with this right now, I'm still going to go ahead and plant a bunch of carrots. Like so. They won't plant them right now because of the drought. And then I think I'd like to build this right here. It won't impede the flow of water, but it will let me get another path right there. So hopefully this guy will start bringing us a bunch of wood. I don't know if he cuts down the dead wood or not. I don't think he does. I think he ignores the dead wood. Be nice. That could make some decent timber. Excuse me. I'm very, very sleepy. So then to get across here, man, the drought's over. I want to get back here and build a levee so that I can, when I build this gate, I can raise it nice and high and flood all this and make this back here fertile as well. Early game's always slow going. And right now it's logs that's holding us back. Because this forest is just now hitting maturity. Yeah, the deadwood might be rotted. That's a good point. I mean, it does look pretty blighted and rotted at the top. So yeah, it's probably just rotted deadwood. I can at least get them to clear it, because I will want something up here eventually. There we go. Cool. So 4 unemployed beavers. Somebody must have died. Yeah. Rajazel died of old age. Because we had 5 unemployed beavers. We once again have 5 unemployed beavers. Yeah, I know you're not connected to any paths because they haven't finished any of the stairs up yet. You'll be okay, House. Trust me. There is a plan here. You will get a path, I promise. Different people clear than harvest. Like, this has his own dedicated, like, you can see him out here working. He just ran over there, but yeah, he is his own dedicated worker. Anybody who's idle or anybody who's a builder will come and tear this down. But lumberjacks, there you go. So he checked into his little lumberjack flag. I can change the priority of it. Like, I think my housing should be back to normal priority now that we've got all this stuff done, and then that can just be slightly lower priority. That way we can get our housing project in. And oh my gosh, all 3 of my warehouses are already full. These little warehouses don't hold anything. We have a lot of research points though. We should really start spending them. It's always the question as to what to spend on first. I think floodgates are going to be a good choice. And 250 more, so we'll have to wait one more day to get to 250. I think I might be able to get to 250 here in the morning. But we can't build them really anyways right now because we still have enough planks. It's the reason these guys are still struggling to get up there because we only have 1 plank out of there. And stairs require planks, as do those platforms. 211. I know you guys can't see the research. It's right there. We have 220. It's a shame that my overlay covers up their overlay. It's just like impossible to find an overlay for content creation that doesn't block something. I'm beginning to think that these stairs shouldn't be here. Yeah, those shouldn't be there. That should just be a path, and instead, my stairs should be like here and here. Yeah? Yeah. That way that gets me up to that next level. Because I wouldn't be able to build a platform there. If there were stairs there. I could build a double high one, but I wouldn't be able to build a single one. You can't put them over, so you can't put them over the stairs because there's no clearance, but a double height one, which, so you can put those over stairs, no problem. So I'd be able to get, you know, like that covered nicely if I wanted to. Which we may do, actually. First, I want to get one here. And then one here. Fill in that gap. That's going to be a walkway eventually. So they're moving along pretty quick. I mean, it looks like we don't have any materials, but it's because they're using them to build all this just as quick as the lumberjack can cut it down. We've got our own planted trees over here. It's just taking them a while to grow, but there we go. We had a few pine trees grow to maturity. So you can chop those down. Hydrate, that's water, not Dr. Pepper. I need to refill my water bottle. It's almost empty. I wonder if they're ever going to add any disaster to this game other than droughts. Like a blight on your crops or anything like that. It would definitely make for some interesting gameplay mechanics. Excuse me. I'm thinking I don't have enough farmers. Because we've got a lot of crops that are ready to be harvested and nobody harvesting them. But I've kind of also run out of space for farmhouses, so I might be able to put some across the river. I want my housing project to get done first. So I want to get a lot of babies. Forest Fire could be game-ending. It really could. That was the thing about Banished. It was brutal in the disasters that could happen. And this game reminds me a lot of Banished. Yeah, if a fire came by, it could just burn down your entire town. Just gone. And there was nothing you could really do about it. You could build wells, and they would go to the well, and they'd do like a bucket brigade to put fires out, but you had to have a whole lot of just workers just with unassigned tasks for the bucket brigade to even be effective. I can't count the number of times a fire just eliminated my banished settlement. Just gone. Hours of gameplay, up in smoke, literally. Well, I guess digitally. Digital smoke, not literal smoke. They're getting there. If they build a set of stairs, that would be really good. Because then these houses up here would be connected. So let's prioritize just one staircase here. I just paused the game. Don't know how I did that. Never played Banished. It was good. It goes on sale all the time on Steam. It was good, but it was rough. Has a huge workshop presence, though. It's really nice. So you get all kinds of great mods for it to really expand your gameplay. So we should spend some more of these science points. I thought I already unlocked the double. 250. What was I? What? Could have sworn I already unlocked that. I must have unlocked something else. Come on, get these stairs done, kids. One more plank. That's all we need. Just make one more plank, please. We've got plenty of lumber. Make the planks. There we go, wooden stairs. That now gets us this. The cool thing about Banish is they have this one, and it's not just one mod, it's several all in one install. What's it called? I can't think of the name of it now. But it tweaks capacities and productions and adds additional production chains and materials you can go get. Because as it is, the base game, there's just not a whole lot to do. Farming, a little bit of mining for coal, but nothing more advanced than that. And stone cutting for stone for buildings. But it never gets too involved. So this mod that I have, which I've just gone totally blank on the name of, just gives you a whole lot more stuff to keep building and building and building and building and building. And all those new things you can build become more and more valuable for the traders, so you can wind up with a good trade economy as well. Once I get this set of housing, then I'm just going to not build anything for a minute and let them get some planks stockpiled before we do our next big push. So I do think we should maybe come across the water and put in a couple more farm houses. Yeah, so he's chopped down all those trees, but we have a good stock of logs there. We've got 238. God, where are they storing the rest of them? That can only hold 180. We're putting them in there. Logs can't go there. I don't know where the extra 50 logs are, because that's only holding 180. Very peculiar. We got 3 planks to go, or 3 platforms to go back there, and then a set of stairs, and it's platforms. So they're getting it done. They're getting there slowly but surely. I like building right against the edge of a hill like this or over the water. This is all, well, it was non-fertile land until we busted that out. And it just kind of makes sense to use the gray, nothing will grow here land for housing and production chains. Two more platforms. Yeah, last guy. Actually, one more platform in that last house can stop complaining about not being connected to a district path. That's what it's saying right now. That's what that card means. Building is connected to any paths. Never mind, they just built that last platform and now it's connected. But just to make things simple for them to get around, I want to get this platform done. Slowly but surely. So I'm going to go refill my water bottle real quick and then run to the restroom. I'm going to throw up the be right back screen. I'm going to slow down time here and give you guys a nice little view of the district to look at. And I'll be back in about a minute and a half. And we're back. Ooh, it's nighttime. They can't quite get up here, so we're gonna need to get up there. But yeah, Dinah, you're exactly right. This land here that's just bleh. Research, all that good stuff. Some production chains. I've been experimenting with a lot of vertical building for my housing, since housing takes up so much space. I'm having really good luck with it. I also wrote like a handful of Rolos. Get a sugar high going here. I'm dragging. I'll probably end the stream tonight at 10 instead of the normal 11. I'm just a little tired. Jin Jin died of old age. We hardly knew you. One thing I would like for this game to add, and I think I'm going to send them feedback on this. I would be able to like to click over here on my population and get a list kind of like this, but of every one of my beavers that'll show their age. Because as it is, I know I have 31 adults and 12 children, but I don't know how close those children are to being adults, and I don't know how many of these adults are close to old age and dying. And that information would help you manage things a little bit better. Yeah, I like Rolos. They're good stuff. They're getting caught up on all the building. Just 3 sets of stairs and 1 platform to go. Well, actually, just 3 platforms to go. I think this is a platform, right? Yeah, platform, platform, platform. Yeah, I love Rolos. I love anything that's chocolate and caramel. As long as it doesn't have coconut in it anywhere, because I hate coconut. Ugh. Gross. We have room for 66 beavers. We only have 43 beavers. So this housing expansion, definitely worth it. Also getting us a lot of unemployed beavers, so that when we do expand, we immediately have beavers to go work there. And they should be able to get to this one now. And that one. That's my trash can over there that I keep reaching for. It's just under the desk over in the corner. Oh, ice cold water. Could probably do with building another campfire too. And maybe some more water pumps or water storage, because I'm not really where I'd like to be on water storage right now. We could probably use some more water pumps. I just don't know where I'd put them. Oh, drought incoming. At the moment, it doesn't matter where I put them. I just don't like coconut. I don't like the taste, the texture, or the smell of it. Like, it's a triple turn off for me. But most of my family loves it. I remember, I think I've told this story before, but an ex of mine, the first birthday of mine that we were together, he asked me what kind of cake I like. He's like, "What's your favorite?" I'm like, "Chocolate." I didn't specify. What do you mean, be a German chocolate cake? But you know, the icing is full of coconut. I'm like, and I ate a piece. I didn't say anything. We had only been dating like not even a month when my birthday came up. And So he had no way of knowing that I didn't like coconut. It wasn't his fault. I said thank you. It was gracious. I ate a piece, and he left it at my house, and I just told my roommates, like, please eat that, so I don't have to. It's like, oh, he made you a coconut cake? I'm like, it's German chocolate, but yes, he made me a coconut cake. They're like, oh, God. Because they all knew I hated coconut. All right, I don't know why they're not building this. We've got all the resources. They can get to that from up here. So there's really no good reason. Oh, wait, no, they can't get to it from up here because I haven't done a thing here. I haven't given them a path to walk on. Never mind, they just finished it. As I said, I know why, but they finished it anyway. Cool. So everything that I had queued to be built is built. German chocolate's your favorite, huh? Yeah, I can't deal with coconut in it. Alright, so my first water management project is about to commence. Just need to see how I'm going to build a way for them to get down to it. Right here. Hello! What's going on, my dude? So we will... Water's flowing that way, so if I do like a V-shaped deal here, that would work. So we're going to need stairs to get down there. Go, and then it's going to take them a while to get this done, but we have the points for it now. Just got ungrounded. What'd you do to get grounded? Let's go there. Like that. And like that. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a bit for this to get done. But then when it is done, I can hold the water back to that level right there. And then we'll do another water management project back here eventually, which is going to be like at the edge of where we can reach. I just realized this is the same map I play in YouTube. Your mom got into an argument and she lost, so she grounded me. I think what you mean to say is you lost, because any argument you engage in with your mom, you automatically lose and you get grounded. Because, you know, they can always play the don't you backtalk me card. Or the because I'm the mom card. My house, my rules, you know, all that type of stuff. They're getting this built a lot quicker than I expected. Wow. Like, we only have 6 planks in stock. Like, where are they pulling these planks from? Oh, well, they're doing it. How far is that from the district center, by the way? Yeah, it's getting kind of red on how far they can reach. Hey, the water's back. But don't worry, beavers can swim. Yeah, won't ever argue with mom. Just let her be right. You will both be happier. I don't really need to expand yet. Welcome back, Cholo. But I'm glad you're ungrounded. You know, it'd suck to be grounded on Christmas. I just want to let him finish this big project before we start anything new. We're in good shape with food. Water, though, I definitely need to think about more water, which the only place we're going to be able to have more pumps is across here. You're grounded on your birthday. Oof. Oh, man. Yeah, man, that was one hell of an argument to be get grounded on your birthday. Yeah, water is remaining a bit of an issue. Though we just did get out of a drought, so they didn't pump any for a while. So we could recover there pretty easily, possibly. I still have no idea where all the logs are stored. It says we have 241, but that only holds 180. Like, where are the other 61 logs being stored? Are they just laying here? Probably. Yeah, 2018. 1 and 1, yeah. So they're just laying there at the lumberjack flags. Happy birthday, you're grounded, right? Oh, man. Just realized I could have just as easily just put stairs right here on the platform and another set of stairs. Instead of having them come all the way around. Oh well. It's done now. 9 on that one. On that one gets. They're building them in order. Nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and raise these up so that they're there once the whole thing's done. Because see, that's as high as, or just underneath. No, I guess 1.5 meters would be enough to let it float. Because if it's there, it has to get to this height before it overtops it, and then that would cause flooding upriver. So if we do 1.5, these need to go by tenths. Like, I'd like to be able to get it to like right to the edge, but that's not a thing you can do. So whatever. Well, we have lots of research points coming in. Cool. We can get the triple floodgates. No, we can't because they're 500 and we only have 333. So let's look for something else. Maybe start thinking about better storage options. Yeah, that's a good. Maybe some decorations. We have just enough points for a bench. Oh, we have enough points for a shrub. Let's unlock a shrub. I grabbed before that for putting the hole in your wall when you're mad at your brother. Dude. Don't punch holes in the wall. Control your temper, sir. Anger is a powerful force. You need to learn to control it, or it will control you. I know that sounds cliche, but it is so, so true. Dude I used to play video games with, I actually wound up serving a at-home arrest because his anger got the best of him. This girl he was friends with was having trouble with her guy, and this dude took it upon himself to like beat the dude up and teach him a lesson. And his anger got so much, he beat him and beat him and beat him with a golf club until the golf club broke. And when that broke, went out to his car and got another golf club and continued beating the guy, nearly killed him, and caught a felony assault charge. Spent 5 years on house arrest. And then after that, he had to do 10 years of supervised probation. House arrest is not fun because you don't get to live in your own house. You have to go to like these halfway houses that are always one, crap. And two, you have to pay to live there. But yet you can't leave the house to work. So you just have to do odd jobs that whoever owns those halfway houses. Yeah, it was, they're in Florida. You know, their sentencing guidelines are weird in Florida. Because they don't want to spend any tax dollars to build new prisons, basically, is why. we go. I didn't want to... I paused those because I was afraid that they would build these and then not be able to get to that one. So by pausing these, they were able to get back to that one. Water level's already rising just off of these being here, just because the water has such a smaller place to go now. I didn't even realize this is the same map. I do want to put in a smaller one there. What did the other guy do to the girl? He had allegedly just hit her like once. Which I know, don't hit a woman. I'm not trying to diminish that by any stretch of the imagination. But definitely one hit that happened hours ago is not, you know, getting beat so bad with a golf club that it breaks and then they go get another one. That's a little out of balance there. You know, fine, somebody beats on a girl that's your friend. You punch them, you knock them to the ground. Tell them that if ever they do it again, that it's going to be a lot worse. You know, you don't break a golf club over somebody's head. Give them brain damage. The dude has like permanent hearing damage from it. So how far can I go this way? Because I want to get a building project out here. You don't use one golf club. Oh my god. Let's see if we can get something going out here. I don't understand. Oh, I put that in the wrong line. Sometimes you can mark resources for demolition and then immediately build on top of those marked resources. And then sometimes you can't. I guess it just depends on their growth state. Like how mature the plant was. That's all I can think of. Almost done down there. I don't know that they're going to be able to reach down here. I really want it to be right there with my triple tall gates so that I can back up some water. But before I back it up, I have to build a levee system back here, which that's going to be tricky to get that to reach. But I just realized why they're not using those stairs. It's not connected to anything. Damn, Grandma was tough. Yeah, I think that'd probably scare a man to not beat a woman again. Man, I have no respect for a man that beats a woman. That's just uncalled for. I really don't have respect for a man who beats anybody, man or woman. I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violent solutions to problems. I've never been in a fight in my life. I never needed to. Never needed to. It was a time when women had no rights. Yeah, I guess so. If it was your great-grandmother, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Before the courts would even do anything for domestic violence. You know, we can look at our world today, and yes, our world today is fairly fucked up. But it doesn't, you don't have to look too long into history to see a time when it was even more so. Do a path there across, and I think I want to do one here as well. It's gonna be a while before all this gets built, because it's a lot of planks. Only use violence and every other option, I guess. I mean, that's just me personally. You know, I feel bad if I like kill a fly. You know, like no joke. Not exaggerating whatsoever. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, that is what I want. No, I want water storage. Though the 2 water pumps we have aren't keeping up. That's why we're about to build across the river. I need more water pumps. There's nowhere over here to put anymore. I could put some here, but I really want to use this for crops and things. This is such a small, confined area. This would be a better place for it. That'll be our next big... Okay, cool. Our, this is done. I didn't say anything to you. Go away. This is done. This is holding water back now, and we should see this water level continue to rise to right about... Yeah, it should be about the highest it gets right there, or the deepest it gets. If I put it at the full 2 meters, yeah, see, we instantly start flooding, which is unfortunate. Oh, that's pretty localized flooding. I bet it'll get worse, though. Yeah, it's going to immediately get worse. Oop, we'll bump that back down. Japanese beetles and plenty of things to eat roses. Oh, you sound like my mom. And my mom used to have intricate rose beds. There we go. Water has all subsided. And it's at a good depth, still flowing nicely through there. We haven't really impeded its flow all that much. I mean, it's still moving at a pretty good pace through here. No, never mind. I take that back. It has slowed down significantly. To the point that it's not flowing at all. Why? Oh, there it goes. I guess it just has to equalize. It only flows when it's over the tops of these. So, like, for some reason, it's not really flowing here, but it is there and there. So I guess there's not enough water pressure over there. And then, boom, it relieved some of that back pressure, so we lost. The only problem with building these things is you lose so much. Eventually, I'll probably move it out to here. But my district won't reach far enough to build that right now. I'll have to have a second district build that one that's over here. I don't think they would have been able to anyway. You could find out by tearing that down, but that would have been a huge waste of resources, so I'm not going to do it. Right now, I just want them to get over here, and I want to see if we can, how far this way we can go. Path in, and then let's see. So it's pretty red right there. Once they get these stairs done, we'll know for sure how far they can go. It looks like that's going to be as far as they can go, which is not quite what I'm hoping for. You kill ants when you're born, you think you're a little crazy. Maybe. Killing things for entertainment. I don't know. Maybe you need a therapist. Yeah, the water stops flowing and then starts flowing and then stops flowing and then starts flowing. Yeah, it should have been farther out. I get that same level right here. You're a lot crazy. Oh, God. Play GTA, you'll be fine. Yeah, take all your anxieties out in GTA. Maybe that's why I remain so chill as I shoot and kill things in GTA. Yeah, we're definitely struggling to pump enough water. So we need these bridges done ASAP. I'm going to, since this is filled, raise that all the way up. That way that will hold a little reservoir of water for me and keep this area fertile even during a drought. Maybe that's the way to go, is just have a big series of locks. all throughout here and just hold back little segments of water. Might be the way to go. Are we across? Not quite yet. Gotta finish this one here. Almost. Just a couple more planks. Now we've only got one dude making planks, so it takes a while. Pretty sure killing ants is what some people did to kill boredom. Now, I do kill the ants that I see here in my office, because ants like to get into electronics. And if an ant just happens to bridge the wrong connection, it will fry your electronics. Terraria Journey Mode, God Mode, 4 times enemies, in-game weapons, bliss. Sounds like fun. Is our water pressure finally equalized? Nope. It's not spinning again. Well, it's a good thing I built it back up. Oh, cool. We got to cross the river, so I can build a bunch more water pumps just in time for a drought. I've never played Terraria. A lot of people keep telling me I should play it. I think I own it. Let me look. I gotta have so many games. Yeah, I own Terraria. Just never played it. Take that back. It says I've played for 5 minutes. In July 22nd of 2013. Oh, wait, why did I just try to close Steam? That was dumb. No, stop, don't. Yeah, okay. I accidentally closed Steam. Instead of, Okay, how much progress did we just lose? Well, what did I do for Christmas? I had a live stream earlier this afternoon, then I went to my sister's house for dinner, and then I came home and I'm live streaming again. That's it. Can't believe I closed Steam instead of just minimizing it. Don't worry, the game's coming back. I'm relaunching it now. Hopefully it just recently saved. Oh, I launched Valheim by accident. My bad. Wrong game. God damn it. Timberborn. They're beside each other. There we go. Okay. Dinner was fantastic. My sister is an outstanding cook. Why is it not capturing the game? There we go. I'll just hit continue. And it was like steak pork chops. They're like really thick pork chops without the bone. And cornbread dressing. And then she kind of sauteed some pineapples to go with the pork chops. And then she had homemade cherry and apple pie. That was, and I mean, everything was homemade. Like, she got fresh apples, chopped them up. Oh, we didn't hardly lose any progress at all. Cool. She made the crusts from scratch. The whole shebang, man. She is an absolutely astounding cook. And I do okay, but she is so much better. Like, I love my sister's food. My mom's usually, like, during the whole, start of the pandemic, before, there was vaccinations and everything, my mom would be like, hey, we're going over to your sister's on such and such date. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't go. Pandemic. I'm going to follow medical advice and stay home. And oh man, every time I was just like, oh, and I got a $50 gift card from my sister and brother-in-law to Amazon, which puts me at $350 in Amazon gift cards towards about 1,000 that I need to upgrade my computer. I just keep saving up every Amazon gift card I get. So, the drought has started, but because I have water stored. Normally, the last drought we had, it just continued even after it dropped over this, just to keep going through. Now we actually have to pump this or it has to evaporate before we lose this water. See, like it just did on that side. This is ours now because we have this water retention. And none of it's going to flow out because there's not enough water pressure. Actually, some's going to try to flow out, it looks like. So I can raise that and keep it in. Because we've got pumps running. It will lower the level. No, I am a good cook. But not on the level my sister is. I'm nowhere near. I'm better with like Italian food. That's kind of my specialty. Whereas she's more like, you know, more traditional Americanized food, I guess. There we go. And then we can use that little corner there since we've got some spare space. All right, 4 water pumps added. Now we have 6. So hopefully we'll be better equipped to deal with droughts. All right, cool. Drought's over, so I need to lower this before we flood the whole thing. Picking some games for PS5. Sweet. I still think that's cool that your mom got you a PS5. That's not an easy thing to find right now. That took some effort, I guarantee you. And then these platforms here will eventually serve to let me build some homes over water. Weird shadow behind there. I thought I saw like something walking on my wall. You did not get shit for Christmas? Green bean casserole, mashed potatoes with brown gravy, ham because your family does not like turkey. I can't really eat turkey. Stuffing, mac and cheese, pecan pie, banana pudding, and those Christmas cookies you can buy at the store. Dude, that sounds amazing. Zach, you might want to rephrase that. I didn't quite come out the way you meant it to. Switch fucking and love in the order in that sense. So we've got room for 66 beavers. We have 67. How do we wind up with an extra beaver? It's all good, Zach. We knew what you meant, but it was still funny. Oh, dude. Zach's like, just to clarify. There and there, and that'll give me platforms for another row of housing, and we will build all the way around here with paths like so. And then they're going to need a way up there other than these stairs that are in the back. So what we're going to do here is do one that's double tall over that, a single over that, then a single there, and then stairs, 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 and then path, path. And then that will give me... You hate stuffing. What is wrong with you? Zach knows I love him. He knows that I love him. And I knew what he meant. Just watch Fresh Prince all day? Stuffing tastes so bad, dude. You haven't had my mom's stuffing. My brain is like, let me sleep, you son of a bitch. Right? There we go. We'll get these houses built. We won't have a homeless beaver. I just don't understand how we wound up with an extra beaver than we had houses. That's not supposed to happen. Well, I do love me some mashed potatoes, though, and this is controversial. Mashed potatoes are better when the skin is left on the potato and then it's mashed. You can disagree with me all you'd like on that, but you're just wrong. Mashed potatoes are better with the skin left on. I don't sleep. Like, if I'm lucky, if I can stay awake or sleep like more than 2 or 3 hours. There are no trees to cut here, so we can get rid of all this. No. My family was all like, what's wrong with you? Why do you want to leave the skins on the potatoes? I'm like, it's better. My mom will make it for me that way every once in a while. Most of them are just like, what is your major malfunction, dude? I'm like, it's better. Trust me. Try it. Especially if you season the skins as you're before you start cooking them, or before you start mashing them. I mean, it's good stuff, man. Cram in a couple small water tanks here. Those two can share one single bit of pathway, I believe. Yep. And put another one here, because we are now starting to see full water tanks, which is a good problem to have. Before we weren't, and we were really struggling for water. You always got presents for your pets. I never really was give my pets presents thing. My mom buys her pets presents. She used to buy mine presents, but she didn't get Lexi anything for Christmas. And we're going to run a path right across there, and then we've got so many unemployed beavers that we are just going to sit here and do a lot of this action here. Start from this end. Put these beavers to work, getting us some science. Parents to give your dogs presents. I think that's true in my case too. My parents' dog is way more spoiled than my sister and I ever were. We'll make this high priority, this high priority, this high priority, and then they can get back there, or up there from back there. You're getting ready to ask about Miss Lexi? Well, if you saw today's holiday video, A Child Christmas Hood Memory, and you watched it all the way to the end, Lexi makes an appearance. I'm sad that more people didn't watch that video. I thought it was quite funny. Dinah took issue with my premise, though. Get rid of these little scraggly trees since I can't do anything with them. We should probably... Like, she's a happy kitty. She's a good girl. She really is. She gets a little stubborn sometimes, but, you know, that's just kind of a cat thing. Won't fit there. We need some builder's huts, though. Or some... Yeah, we need some builder huts so we can get some more builders. So, let's do a row up here. Well, not a row. We'll do a few. We'll also put some... That's a hauling post. So we need a lot of builder's huts. We have a lot of research points again, so let's get some stuff researched. We're not making gears yet, but we can get some food stuff researched. I have enough science points. I'm down to 143. We get the gear workshop unlocked, and now we only have 46 points. Cool, but look at that. Look at these science huts coming online, man. Love to see it. Last night, Lexi, after I got on my live stream, she came in here, put her paws up on the chair, or the arms of the chair, and meowed at me, and I picked her up. She immediately rolled over upside down in my arms and laid there. He fell right to sleep. And slept for like 2.5, 3 hours in my arms. Oh, there's nothing better. There's just nothing better. There's my big floof ball. Just sleeping right there. I just sat here and just watched videos. I'm like, I am content to just be. We need to get some other leisure stuff going as well. How tall is that? 3 stories tall. Which it's up to the height of this level. I was going to fill all this in as housing, but I think I'm going to do it over the water. Some of them. I know these houses can't be reached. They'll get it done eventually, don't worry. She's generally not happy when I make her look at the camera, though. Like, she just doesn't like the bright light. Hell, lately I don't like that bright light either. Freaking thing keeps losing its Wi-Fi connection. I have to reset it nearly every stream, and it's such a pain to reset. It's like, come on, Corsair, you got the big bucks. Get your software sorted out. That's who owns Elgato. Ooh, I need these stairs to connect, so I'm not going to be able to come all the way right here. Go there and there. Connect that. So am I going to be able to fit 2 more of these in? No. So we'll switch to hauling post and just have a 2x2 section down there empty. That would be good for absolutely nothing. Maybe a storage. One more tree to knock down. Good job. And then that's 3x3. Do that, but then that blocks that off, so I would have to put this here. Get a path to come around like that. That'll work. That'll work fine. There we go. Now we are cranking out some science, and we're about to have a lot more builders and haulers, so... I mean, follow age. I don't know that there's an account age command. I guess there is. You created your account 2 years, 6 months, 27 days, and 5 hours ago. Surprised it doesn't go down to the seconds. And by the way, hello! New people that have showed up in the stream. You just went to watch the video to see Miss Lexi. She's not a baby anymore. No, she's good. She's big. She's a big girl, man. She'll be a year old in March. Yeah. She's 8 months old. You had your account for 16 days before you followed me, Donkey. What were you doing for those 16 days? I'm kidding. Cool, they're getting extra logs here. Plenty of water. All of our water storage is pretty much full now, which is what you want to see. Not everybody wants to know when the... Look what you started. We still have 30 unemployed beavers. I should put them to work on wood stuff. I really should. So let's do another wood storage, like up here. Since they can go here, let's get rid of this bit of path right here. Throw in some stairs, and then connect that like that. And then we can put in some wood storage back here, I bet. If I go like this. Ooh, no, that's not going to fit. Sure. I can put it here. That'll be fine, because this is kind of a wasted ledge. Storage, wood storage right there, and then back here, we can get in some stuff and things. See, I could put this here, but then it would, there's nowhere for a path to go. So I want to do some more lumber mills. But even they're kind of big. So what if I do like... Because you're going to have to be beaver powered. So I can put one here. Power wheel next to it. Then path right here. And this path can come here. And then I'm going to do something here. I don't know what. If I can get a couple more sciencey dudes up there. Excuse me. Vainglorious Gaming. 8 years, 3 months, 26 days, 3 hours ago. Well, I've been streaming on Twitch for a good chunk of that 8 years, like 6.5, so. We'll do that, and then we'll do another lumber mill. Let's go ahead and just run this path on over here. So like that. And then we'll do another lumber mill right next to it. And then another power wheel. Nope, not water wheel, power wheel. There we go. Going that way. And then one there. And then one more lumber mill right there. And then just paths to connect up that. And then we still have room to get back into there for like storage if we want to use it back here. Or just stairs to go up. There, how to break Twitch. I don't know, I've done it. No, I'm not looking at the way my viewer numbers are lately. Like, we were doing really well for a long time in the past year, and then this past couple months, it's just kind of... I don't know what's happened. People have moved on to other stuff, I guess. There you go, that'll get me up to here if I want to build anything up there. And then we can build just a couple more inventors here. And then have just a random square there for decoration later. And these are all going to be just powered by beavers. Which will be fine. Gosh, I've got all that done already. These guys are just so industrious. Let them go. You've been streaming since you were 8? Oh, man. You started streaming when you were 8 years old? I'd never let my 8-year-old stream online. Like, there's creepy people out there, man. Posture check. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff right there. We'll just put our head back here on the pillow. Oh. This has got a good crack, like, right there at the base of my neck. Ooh. Oh, that felt good. That was a very good posture check. Thank you, Dinah. I owe you. So big, huge building project underway right now. And that's going to take a while to complete all that. So we're just going to kind of chill, let them get that done. We're doing good on food, doing great on water. Let me turn off the overlay real quick so you guys can see that. You know, turn off the cam for just a second too. There we go. So we've got a decent amount of water stored. You can see almost all of our water tanks are full. We're doing good on food. We don't have a whole lot of planks in stock. That's just because, you know, they're not getting done. And we're cranking out some science like crazy now, since we've got all of those added. And then we've got quite a few in here. Oh, you don't like traffic light? We have younger, the Philippines probably. Donkey, that's borderline racist. I know you don't mean for it to be, but it's borderline racist, my dude. I'm gonna go ahead and reject that one. I mean, I know that you're just, you know, referencing a real story from my own history, but a lot of people won't know the context, and it'll come across, yeah, it doesn't really work without context. So I'm just gonna give you your channel points back on that one. There you go. You got your channel points back. This is good use of this space. We're going to go ahead and start making some improvements. Quality of life type stuff here. Anywhere I've just got little corners that aren't being used. I'm going to put in a couple benches so they can have a little sit down next to some shrubbery. And that'll be nice. Put in a shrub there. Or else do we just have like single tiles? There we go. One there, one there, one there. Shrubs just take like a couple logs to build. And the beavers appreciate them. They really do. Eventually, once I get this whole thing done, we'll surround it. Oh, I didn't know you could, like, at some... Oh, it adds... Okay, it adds the person who did it. I see. I see. Oh, that's... There's, like, 50-something quotes now. Let's start thinking about monuments. No, let's get useful things unlocked first. We need these levees. We're not making gears just yet. Housing, I'm not worried about that other housing just yet, or this water storage yet, but I would like to unlock some more of this stuff, like a paper mill. We'll do Tapper Shack eventually. Metal, we're not even anywhere near where we can use metal, but we'll go ahead and unlock the windmills as well as the high power shaft. Quote 53. I don't know how many exactly there are, but there are a lot. We'll get a shrine unlocked. We'll get the swimming hole thing unlocked. We'll get the temple unlocked, and that's all of our science points for now. Finnick, that's one of my favorite quotes. Oh, you found one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't really say it all that often anymore. But it used to be something I would say fairly regularly. I should have done some stairs here. I still could. I could do platform and stairs down if I want to use that space. Just to give them... I like having them have options for their ways up and down so we don't get, like, traffic jams of beavers. I don't know, Donkey. I didn't add it. I don't add any of the quotes usually. Look at those research boys go to work. Oh, hey. This dude should be able to go to work. Building his power to generate it. Oh, did I turn that one the wrong way? Oh, I turned that one and that one the wrong way. Okay. My bad. We just had a bit of a waste of resources there. It was that way. There we go. At least these are running. So they're all making planks now. That will help. Because once we get a good stockpile of planks, we can come up another level and start making gears up on this area up here. Oh, I didn't even realize we were going to drought. I forgot to close my gate. Go, close that off. No idea we were in another drought. I clearly have been paying attention. This is going to last 1.3 days. And then our next order of business will be back here. What do you mean you can't reach anything, Lumberjack? Oh yeah, there's no more trees for you to cut down. You're right, you can't reach anything. Neither can this one, because all those trees are gone. Which I wanted them gone. I wanted them out of here. You were definitely a temporary thing. We'll mark all that for deletion, and then we will say bye-bye. Same thing over here. I'm going to mark all this. Whoops, I was already in the right menu. I'm going to mark all of that for removal. So how far did our district wind up reaching here? They might be able to build this if I do it here. I just don't know. We're going to give it a shot. Do I have 500? I don't have 500 yet. Okay. We will by the end of the day. And then we can get rid of that lumberjack flag as well. Is there a way to, like, go straight to that menu? That's not. There we go. Cool. Then we'll get 2 more lumber mills online, so for a total of 6 making planks. This one struggles a lot because of the flow of water, but what are you going to do? And we are very, very low on logs now because there's quite a few people using them. So we are going to need to replant some woods, which I am going to do over here. I just want to plant what I want there, not just a random forest. Also, how far? We can't reach a whole lot farther this way. What's going to be like our limit? Let's just run like back here a really long path just to see where that dead ends. Oh, wow. Holy cow, that'll go for a ways. That'll go for, like, a long ways. Wow. That's kind of impressive. Hydrate. Cheers. By the way, features the Ashton Academy sticker that you can pick up. Whoop, wrong button. At the Vainglorious merch store. I do have a merch store. Has some cool designs. So yeah, I think they'll be able to build here. I think that's what that green is indicating. Vainglorious bookmarks. You want some bookmarks? I can probably get. But I don't think they have bookmarks available. Oh, that was a triple platform. One of the triple floodgate crap. Oh well. It's fine. We'll get there. Oops. Forgot to lower the gates so the water came back. Kind of just flooded everything out a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. What price would you even sell such a thing at? Well, I mean, my prices are dictated by Teespring. Because it has to cover their cost plus a certain percentage. But the reason they do that is so that when things go on sale, they're still making a profit. Like, I can put things on sale up to the point I'm not making any money, but they have to be able to cover and make their profit. There is a special Vainglorious supporters only discount code that is active year round though. Just one of the perks for being a channel supporter. You can save 20% on all the merch you buy from the Vainglorious merch store. It is pinned to the supporters channel. Sell 2 bookmarks and update my computer, right? Yeah, I don't know that anybody buy a $500 bookmark. But then again, they do say there's a sucker born every day. Alright, now we're at 500, so now I can do my triple floodgate. So, those are going to go in right here. Well, bam. Could go farther back, but hey, the path is good. Think about buying the white pullover? Cool. Pullover comes in multiple colors, but the white is a good choice. Several designs to pullover. I mean, my merch isn't like the best stuff out there because I designed it all and I'm not a designer. But I think it's decent for what it is. What's holding us up? Planks? Good. It's just planks holding us up. And I made those 2 priorities so we'll get those guys online. But we don't have any trees for them to cut down. I can solve that problem temporarily right here. Right, like this, and then maybe even one this way. And we'll do a couple of lumberjack flags, one there, and then we will tell them to cut down all of those trees. And we can get rid of the command to cut down trees here, because there's no trees to cut down anymore. We are going to plant our own new forest back here. Kind of in this area here is just going to be forestry. In fact, what I want to do is run a path, just kind of following this. I'll leave that so I can get some stairs up there, bring it over here, and then there, and there, and there, and then there. That gives me a couple different places to do stairs up to this level for processing the forestry products that we're going to have over here. And then we're going to go just as far as this will reach, which we can get still pretty far out. So once they cut all these down, then I'll clear them just like I did here. So now what I need over here is a forester's hut, which is here. And he can do, I don't need to put it to where he can do anything back there in the dark gray or the light gray, because that's just kind of dumb. We can put him like right here. Granted, I was going to build stairs there, but oh well. We can deal with that later. So if I put him there, he can cover a big chunk of this. If I put it right here, he can cover even more. Put it right there, he gets all the way into that corner, and then goes really far back. So yeah, I think this is the sweet spot, and we can just have a little section there that he can't do anything with. So we're going to go ahead and plant those trees, even though he can't do it yet. We're going to do birch right here in this section. And then we're going to skip pine for now, and we're going to do maple in this section, except not in that corner. And then once they clear this, we're going to do some chestnut trees. And then we'll figure out where to put the lumberjack flags from there. Like, we could probably put, like, lumberjack flags there and right where we've got them here. Is this society run by beavers? Yes. So the premise of the game is that this is post-apocalyptic, post-humanity. Like, these ruins that you see are what's left of the human civilization. And then there's, like, these big pits that are kind of unlimited. And I like that they spelled humans here. That's all that's really left of mankind are just some ruins that are just a bunch of scrap metal at this point. And yeah, it's a beaver run colony. This is post-apocalyptic beavers. We're struggling to get the planks, aren't we? I want this to be a higher priority as well. And then we will put in a couple lumberjack flags over here. Thing is, I don't really have anywhere for them to store the wood over here. I guess I could put like storage back here. For this side. Maybe right up against that, that'll work. And then over here, go there, even though it's going to take up a lot of our fertile ground. Or we could put it maybe back here somewhere. Yeah, that'd probably be the play. But they got to clear all that first. And we got to get the forester built anyway. And there's a lot of other stuff being built. And, you know, that is high priority. That is high priority. Good, we got one more of our lumber mills online. So we're going to start cranking out the planks that we need to build a lot of this stuff. Because that's what's holding us back, is planks on a lot of this construction. So we should be in good shape pretty soon. Same with our water management down here that I want to do. But which I still can't raise those gates until after I can get back here and build a levee. Because if I raise those gates, it's going to flood all of this. And it'll come back down here and flood this way. So we don't want that, because that would be a bad thing. Let's run a path back here, so maybe they can get to some of this stuff. Also, yeah, good, because that's where I want to make my levees. Which they're here, and levees are just big boxes. That's just all they are. Big, huge boxes. Donkey, you didn't ask the 8-ball a question. You just said 8-ball. There we go. That should... Yeah, they can reach all of that. Just barely, but they can reach it. I could put it a little farther back, I guess, but we wouldn't really gain a whole lot of space. Nice thing about this is when we build these gates and have these levees, this will become fertile ground back here, as will a lot of this space back here. We might need to put in some levees back here as well to prevent the water from curving around and flooding right over here. It's probably not a bad idea. Right there. Like that, and then maybe double them up right here. Just to be safe. I think it's pretty good idea. We'll build a temporary path over to there and over to here. There we go. Just line that. And that should all be, within the district's limits. It's questionable if they're going to be able to build this or not. Am I a wall? It is so. You are now a wall. Congratulations. Please don't punch a hole in yourself. Hey, we got our final dude online. So now we've got 5 guys cranking out the planks, but the problem now is we don't have any logs. So we're going to change some priorities here. There we go. Get those 2 lumberjack flags built. There we go. Now we can bump this back up to highest priority. Get that planted. Or get that built, and then he can start planting. Dave Paul says no. How Beavers waiting no. Dave Paul's just like, no, bruh. Oh shit, that might be the best 8-ball answer I've ever seen. Just no. That's just rough. Yeah, I know there's nothing for you to do. You're going to have to give it a minute. Quit being impatient. Jeez, man. No plant crops. Cut trees. Cut all that. Cut all that. And now there's something for you to do, even though there's no trees there. That makes total, perfect, logical sense. There we go. Ah, look at him plant. Yes. I wish I could assign more foresters. Nothing wrong with being gay. I should know. I am one. And I want a storage here. You're right there. That should be getting near the edge of my district. Yeah, it's getting pretty near the edge of the district. It's doing good on water, doing good on food. That answers the baby's question. Boy. Are babies made? If you're gay, no. Forget about it. Aww. 8-ball, that's so kind of you. Forget about it. You're not old. So, decent progress being made. Do I want to do crops or trees up here? Maybe trees back here once we get that, but I want to go ahead and start expanding farming as well. Yes, yes, you should order a burger from Five Guys tomorrow. That is just should never even be a question. That should just be an assumption. Five Guys is magical. I really wish we had one here. That's 7x7. Is that 7x7? Yeah, that's 7x7. You have drifters? What's up, Dino? I've never been to a drifters. I've heard of drifters, but I've never been to a drifters. That there. Run. Where do I want to put... Cause I need some more farmhouses, too. Even if they're going to be really far away from the crops, I need some farmhouses. That's kind of what I was going to do over here, and then just forgot. I still could. I could put a couple here and just lose a little bit of our planting area. Just order a burger with everything normal topping. All right, Cholo, knock it off. Put them this way. No, either way, I'm not going to be able to get more than one in there. Guess I could put them back here. Yeah, I think that's enough 8-ball for now. Oh, we are cooking with gas now, man. Look at that. Look at all this stuff that just suddenly got built because we got planks being made just in huge numbers. We're going to crank up our staffing on all of our builders' huts and on all of our hauling posts. Nice. So we should get... Well, everything's built. Okay. Well, okay. So we have 7 unemployed beavers. We're about to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new jobs. So it's time for a housing expansion. Oh my god, they're even getting this done. That means as soon as I get that done, we can put the floodgates in use. For now, I'm just going to leave them wide open. Very, very cool. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And when you got all those builders, stuff gets done quick, quick, quick. Also helps that we have, you know, supplies on hand. I should probably do a second forester because he's just not getting that planted in any reasonable amount of time here. We're gonna, even though they can't really plant anything back here, he'll be able to help that guy. And then I'm even gonna do one here. Just to help over here. And what is this? Chestnut already? So if I plant chestnut there, will it just add 2 chestnut trees? Looks like maybe yes, maybe no. Hey. That's already a chestnut tree. So yeah, where there were chestnut trees, there it is good. But where there's just stumps, no. So we need to clear the stumps. Easy enough. I can't gamble all. Chestnut trees. Cool. Plant. Chestnut trees. Awesome. And then we've got a woodcutter there. 2 over here. So maybe 1 more woodcutter flag over here. Or lumberjack flag, sorry. Keep wanting to call them woodcutters because that's what they were in Banished. So I am going to prioritize this. Ooh, just as another drought's incoming. Good time to prioritize that. And that. Everything else can take lower priority for now. Let him go. Granted, these all take a dozen logs, and there's... Yeah, I have no idea what the minimum is. But we have to do at least 10. We'll have the penny ante. Yeah, no penny slots here. We're going big. Dime slots or nothing. Yeah, I want to do a housing expansion, but I want to get forestry caught up. Because we just... We're cutting down our trees as fast as they're growing, so we got to get this expansion of our forestry operation going. But again, we'll be able to do a big expansion of forestry back here once this levee is built. Yeah, spam, definitely spam. I don't know, Donkey, you're moderator, you should be able to find out. I think you can just do this. There you go. There's all the commands. Some of them, it should only show you the ones I've enabled, if I remember right. I don't think it'll show you ones that I have disabled. Yeah, it won't show you the ones that I have disabled. It'll just show you your moderator, and it'll also show you super moderator. There's duel, there's chat stats. Deny a duel request, donate duels, emotes. Leaderboards. I don't know what that's even for. But hey. Yeah, it's going to take them a while to get that levee done, isn't it? So apparently we're in drought, but... I don't know, drought's coming in 1.1 days. I was about to say, I don't see a drought. Ideally, I would just want to build a big dam right there and just not let any of the water ever get away. But my district doesn't reach that far, so I can't. Like, we're kind of getting at the reaches of where we can go here. I don't know how much farther even this way we can go. Let's find out. So it ends right here. Like, that is the end of this district right there. So I go here, and just so I know where the end is. Make sure I got that right. Ah, that's the end on that side. Then we'll do the same thing back here. It will just mark the end of that. We'll put my finger right there so I can remember. Boop. And boop. Oops, I missed one. That is the end of the district. Right there. I can still build within the green, but you can't... Like, I couldn't put a production building back here and connect a path. It would be too far from the thing. But I can have crops and things this far away. Though nothing would grow back here because there's no water. But hey, you know, that's just a small little detail that we can deal with. Getting this done. Again, we're just struggling to get our wood logs things. Wood log things. Good job, Brent. A little decoration over here. Also, we haven't looked at our research in a minute. Let's unlock some more stuff. So, we'll just work our way through. Don't really need any of this yet. I don't need dynamite yet. We will eventually, but not yet. Labor, we don't need those yet. We don't need the other housing yet. We don't need any of this yet. Food, I guess we could do aquatic farmhouses. I've not really done anything with the aquatic farmhouses yet. I guess we could experiment with that and see what is what. That just cost us most of our points. It's 1,000 points to get our first monument done. Have I played with dynamite yet? Does it make a one square hole or a big hole? Here, I'll show you real quick what it does. It just knocks out the hole that it's on. But I do have another save where I have some dynamite already. I saved that, right? Don't want to. This is a big save. It runs really laggy on anything with the slowest speed. But I'll show you what dynamite does. Oh, glad to do it. It'll take it a minute to load this one, and until then, my camera is going to be laggy because it's taking a lot of processing power to load this. Lexicam was going to be a thing because she used to always sleep over here, but she doesn't anymore, so Lexicam's not a thing. And then I thought that maybe I could put it by the little treehouse that she sleeps in, or on. But she stopped sleeping there too. Now she sleeps in the living room. So let's see, where do I have stairs? Okay, there we go. We can dynamite some stuff here. Which district has the dynamite? This is such a massive save. I think it's this district that has the dynamite. No? Okay, then it's this district that has the dynamite. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we can get some dynamite like right here and show you what that does. So once you've built the explosives factory, you then click dynamite and it just places pieces of dynamite down. One will trigger the other one. Granted, it's nighttime, so we're going to have to wait through that. This district's just huge. It's got 500 beavers. Here, let me turn off the overlays real quick so you can see the stats of this place. 500 beavers. Oop, I'm pointing at the wrong thing. 500 beavers between 3 districts with housing available for 561. 482 total jobs available. I've got 20,000 resources, 22,000 food, 1,500 logs, and 1,500 water. And we've got a population well-being of 12. Was up to 13 briefly. I will try to speed this up to get to morning, but it'll get laggy really, really quick. Like at first, it's fine. But then once the beavers wake up and it has to animate all those beavers, this save gets incredibly laggy. You can see right now they're just like little demolition flags, which I think is really cute for the dynamite. I kind of dig that. There we go. It's morning and you can see the lag kicking in. But they'll come build the dynamite really quick. So one dynamite will blow up one square. Also, it will detonate nearby dynamite. So by detonating just one, I will knock out this whole 9 tile area, but only one level down. So you can put it like right next to a building and that building's safe. All right, we'll run at slow speed. We'll zoom in so you can see this in action. And then you just click on it, click detonate, boom, 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 boom. And there you go. So it's an effective way to clear land, and then you could use platforms or levees or something like that to build back up and things like that. That's how dynamite works. Yeah, and it's just really, it's a nice controlled explosion. Didn't hurt the path, anything next to it. Literally just the square that it's on, and we are going to ban the bot, and then we're going to report the bot. Report. In chat message. Next, it was going to be some spam and attempts to scam community members. Yeah, that'll work. By followers and subs plus a malicious link. Submit report. And we've already blocked them or banned them. I will block them. And done. I don't deal with spam very well. Anyways, there you go. I'm not going to stay in this save because it gets within 5 minutes. It'll be lagging. But just to give you an idea, this place is massive. We've got a huge housing project underway for our newest district. But it's just so laggy, I quit playing it. And these guys also don't have water over here yet. Kind of a bit of an oversight on my part. So I just keep overnight sending them to another district. But yeah, we've got a big, huge district back here. And then a big, huge district up here. And then, yeah, this is our main district. All of this. It's kind of nice. I dig it. But we're not going to stay in here because it's just a little too big. We'll move back to Christmas Beavers. Which again, oh, I should turn my overlays back on. I forgot. There you go. This one shouldn't, yeah, see, this one's not nearly as laggy to load because it's a much smaller shape. No, that is an answer. Kappa Kappa Pog feels bad, man. That's an answer. Kappa Kappa Pog. Answer? How's that not an answer? My sources say yes. There we go, and then we'll just unpause. Hello. Okay, I guess I was still on OBS when I pressed the space bar. There we go. Cool. And we're back right where we were. So yeah, dynamite's really handy. We would really let you flatten a big, huge area out. It would take a lot of dynamite. Like to flatten all this would take hundreds of dynamite. But if you wanted it to all be at the same level, that's something you can totally do. Without a whole lot of effort, to be honest. Got one storage up here that's not full, and this one's not full, but they're both borderline. Commander Hobo last a day in the Society of Beavers. No, because Commander Hobo wouldn't be alive anymore, because this is post-humanity, post-apocalyptic. So he would not last, because he would already be dead. Just get this done. I just want to flood this. Or raise this so I can flood all this and get water back here too. And then have this as fertile land. And then we can start a second district over there somewhere. It's not going to happen anytime soon because, man, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to go. And so that we don't get a beaver trapped outside of the colony, we need to pause production on these last two. So when they build this one, if those two are already built, they wouldn't be in there. Resources to make dynamite. You have to build the explosives factory, which takes paper, 3 paper, and turns it into 1 dynamite. And then once you have the explosives factory that has made the dynamite, then you can build a dynamite. And they actually go get the dynamite out of storage and place it down. So it works. No. No. Just no. Oh, I love it when that's the answer. The dynamite's pretty cool. They implemented it really well. You don't have to worry about anything nearby getting destroyed. Looking at you, Astroneer. And our water's coming back. I believe we did mark all those for demolition. Thanks. Said I was going to end at 10. Here it is 10:30. This game, man, the time just goes by. I said, well, I have both carrots and potatoes, so we're covered. Time just flies when you're playing this game. It's such a good game. I highly recommend it. And it's by, you know, kind of a smaller developer, and I like, you know, supporting indie devs. I'm not sponsored. They've never responded to a single one of my tweets. They don't even know who I am. So I should be able to flood this up to this level and be safe. Like, get it right up to here. Or this level. So I'm going to bring that up to 2 meters. And it can go as high as 3. So if I did it now, like if I brought it up, like we're going to start flooding, and eventually the floodwaters would work their way back and flood out my district. But you know what? Maybe we'll gamble and see if they can get this done before that happens. No. They're not going to. Look how quick that water's moving. Let's open that right back up. You don't think Abel chooses random? Maybe. I do like how water will seek out the lower terrain. It's nice. That will eventually evaporate, by the way. That won't just stay pooled there forever, I discovered. They're getting there. It's almost done. And then we'll be able to raise those floodgates. We basically want it to be at about that depth because that's where our levee will protect us. We don't have these levees over here done, but I don't know that it's that big of a worry. I think the water will kind of follow down and cascade. This is just a safety precaution. Come on, my little beavers. I know you're really lacking logs right now. And we're just going through them as quick as the trees can grow. That's why I haven't gone for any long growth stuff just yet, because these take longer to grow. Granted, they produce a lot more logs, but they take a lot longer to grow. Birch gives you 1 per tree and is your shortest growth span. Pine's next, followed by maple to chestnut, or maybe it's the other way around on that. I'm not sure. Chestnut takes 24 days, gives you 4 logs. This takes 30 days, gives you 8. So maple is your longest one. But it gives you the most wood. And we do have some maple that's growing now, so that will be a nice bounty, but only every 30 days. And that takes a while. Man, I just want to get this flooded. Hydrate! Thank you. It is getting warm in here, too. Oof. What's the big deal about snails and Astroneer? It makes no sense. We need more factories. I would like there to be things to do in Astroneer. But here's the thing about snails and Astroneer. A long time ago, Joe made a joke about space snails. And the community latched onto it. And it became just a meme. And, you know, for the longest time, they're like, oh no, they don't exist. It's not a thing we're going to add to the game. Joe was just kidding. But the community was just like, we need space snails. We need space snails. We need space snails. And so now they're going to become a thing. We've seen, you know, screenshots of them. They're adorably cute. And don't get me wrong. My concern is they're not going to be especially useful for any purpose. Like, they're just going to kind of be there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's 7. That is 7. Cool. So what I can do is bring a path behind here. I don't think storms are ever going to come back either. Oh wait, that's not 7. My bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's just 6. There we go. Well, I thought I was going to get farmhouses there, but instead we'll put our farmhouses back here. Well, a farmhouse back here. So yeah, I wouldn't really, I don't know. I don't think the snails are going to be what people are expecting. I don't know that. Like, I have nothing to base that off of. Because while I am in a beta test group, it's just that, a beta test group, and things change all the time. All right, kids, you've got 3 more back here to build. Come on. Let's get it done. I want to make the flood. You get a better posture check than that. I did one. I sat up straight for a second, but I don't know. I think I can do better. Oh, yeah, it feels better. There we go. We got a little bit of a back crack out of it. It's not an 8-ball. We'll be getting these storms. I don't ever see it happening. Which is weird, because, you know, they want everything to have a reason to exist. Which I get, but at the same time, if players want storms, why not add storms? I think they could actually be a useful thing. But I just don't know that the game engine could support a way to make them. Like, I think it would have to be such a big overhaul that it might be difficult. Nice thing about the levee is you can build paths on top of it. There's a lot they could do with Astroneer, but yeah, I would like to see more production-oriented stuff. Like, I would like to see production chains in Astroneer go further than they do. Right now, it's just making resources, and those resources, combinations of things go into a printer, and you're done. I would like to see then take those printed resources, mix them with additional printed resources or just other composites to make yet another thing. Like, you know, ways to modify a rover or something. Make an extra large rover maybe another segment bigger, but you first have to have the extra large rover, attach it to a platform that has a big printer on it or something. You know, I don't know. It's just an example. Or like, I would love to see an extra large shuttle that's just double wide, not double tall, because people on controller on consoles would have trouble reaching it, just because of the limits of how high controller can reach. You know, I'd love to see something like that. Yeah, they did hint that lore is coming, and the game definitely needs more storytelling to get people more engaged with what's happening in Astroneer. I think there's plenty of opportunity for some cool stories to be told within that universe, and I don't think comic books need to be the only way they're going to do it. Yeah, they've shown off, you know, what looks like we're getting some Astroneer-based comic books. That's cool, I guess. But I'd rather play the story than read the story. You know? Maybe I'm alone in that, but that's just kind of the way I feel about it. I've never been a big comic books fan. You like to see an auto arm that handles 2 and 4 slot arms? Yeah, though that could be tricky, because think about how auto arms grab things if you drive by with something on a rover or something like that. You could run into issues with auto arms. You'd definitely have to have a filter requirement for them. Otherwise, they're just going to grab everything off your rover if you get it too close. Or they could pick up your, like if you make it for 2 and 4 slot items, if it's too close to your atmospheric condenser, well, guess what? It's just moved your atmospheric condenser somewhere else. Or all your energy, like if your RTG is too close, you know, in that range. So I think that's the limitation on adding tier 2 and tier 3 auto arms. It's not a lack of desire, it's more of a lack of how do we keep it, you know, limited. Dudes, why are you not building these? Everything else is lower priority. Are you over here building these? Are those high priority? They are not. These are. Come build them. You could reach them. If you couldn't reach it, when I clicked on it, it would say right here, cannot be reached by district. So come on, Beavers. Let's go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna encourage them a little bit. We'll put in some stairs right there. Stairs right there. I'm gonna do this. Well, bam. There. No excuses. None. Builders and locations should make it work. Oh, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just saying that you wonder who Dr. Ines Yo is? Yeah, me too. I'm kind of curious to see who she's going to be. I'm assuming Ines is a she. I don't know, but it sounds like a she. I'm curious to see who she's going to be, how she plays into the lore, and what they really do with lore. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. It says the district ends there, but that's not true. They just need to make those stairs and then they'll be there. Oh, I screwed up my path. I'm a genius. There we go. Better. And then... So look, you guys now have 0 excuses for getting down here and building these 3. It's all within the green. You've got a path that gets you there. Let's get going, my friends. These are the only high priority things on the whole map. And yet you're over here building this. What are you doing? What if we brought this path across? And I'll just delete these paths later. Will that make a shorter route for them? Not by much, but it might help some. We'll see. Is Exo bad at Astroneer? I hope Exo's not bad at Astroneer. This is Exo Dynamics, you know, is the company that is behind Astroneer. I'll probably get one more level on top of this before it gets into the red. They just refuse to come build this. That's going to be a big problem. See, this is just as far outside the red as this is, and yet they're able to build those no problem. I don't get. I need this one built, then I can unpause these two. What if I unpause this one? Will they come build this one? No. Okay, so here's... See, they'll build that one, but they won't build that one. So the red is the limit on where you can attach a building that they need to be able to go in and out of. The green is the limit of where they can build and actually work crops and things like that. Like, you know, I could safely, if I had crops back here that could grow on, you know, unfertile ground, I could easily have farms back here, even though it only reaches to right there for the actual path. They would still be able to go out into the green and be able to do that. So see, this is all well within the green here. It looks like they finally decided to come build this one. They're still doing nothing with that one, even though it's within range. And I don't really understand what their holdup is. Maybe they just need to be able to get up there? I don't know. So they built that one, and here comes a beaver with some wood, but he's building the stairs now. We'll make the stairs high priority too, because maybe that'll be what is our linchpin that gets us connected. But yeah, because that's within that green outline, that should be buildable. I mean, it's barely within the green outline. The green outline ends right there, but that's, I think, only because the levees are there. It's definitely looks like it should be doable. Yeah, Stream Elements knows not to pick that fight. That's not a dumb bot right there, man. He knows what's up. Or she, it, they. I don't know. I'm not trying to assign a gender to a bot. Alright, finish these stairs. Yeah, this is all buildable. So why the hell won't you do it? I mean, that is only like a couple squares outside compared to how far these are way past the red. Like, see, there is no connection here at all. We're well past it. This is like literally one next to the red. This one's 3 away from the red. So why can they build those but not these? They're just not building them. So I think what I'm going to have to do to get our levee finished is something I didn't want to do. And that's going to be to demolish that, and this path here. And instead of having it just go there, we're going to have it do this. And I think they'll be able to do that. Not ideal. Yeah, Beavers shouldn't have been able to get stranded back there anymore, but I'm not even worried about that anymore. I just want them to build the damn freaking levee. Make those high priority. Hopefully we see some beavers start running that direction. They've got some logs. It's just that's been holding us back, but they got all that built with minimal logs, so Dogs are better than cats. I love my cat, but I love my dogs better. Not my parents' dog, though. She's terrible. Yeah, they're able to build these. Oh. Whatever. Very strange. So they should get that done. Hopefully tomorrow. There's 13 logs in storage. So that'll be enough to build one. And we've got some mature trees popping up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 logs there. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18 logs there. Ready to be harvested right now. You just got to get the lumberjacks out there to do it. And they got one done. And now they're bringing wood for that one. Sweet. That one's done. It's just so weird that they went and built 2 more that way. Even though these were fine. And that one has no logs. That one has 10 logs. Here comes our last 2 logs. Here comes our first 4 for this one. Really? You didn't finish that one? Why not? We're already 8 on that one. Sweet. Let's, Really? You're not going to get it done today? Come on. It's 1 log away. It is 1 log away. They dropped off the log and didn't build it. Oh, man. I thought there was a cooldown on posture check. You're going to spin them all? I really thought there was supposed to be a cooldown on posture check. I'll gladly sit here like this overnight while we wait for a beaver to come just walk up and touch that and say, hey, you're a levy now. That's literally like, watch, he's going to walk up and done. So now we can commence with the flooding. I think it's 2 meters. It temporarily will cut off water down here. That's okay, because once it floods to our 2 meter height, it will start flowing back again. Pretty sure 2 meters is what I want. Maybe 2.5. Watch this. This is going to flow back here, and that's going to make a lot of fertile land right in through here. So I'm going to use this middle bit for production, and this bit back here for trees and things. I have bad posture, mainly because I can't see past my microphone, so I tend to lean down to see past it. We could probably even go deeper for our flooding. I just don't know because, well, water's still flowing. We're not in a drought yet. It probably needs to reach equilibrium over here first, but look at all this fertile land we're creating. Like, look at this. This is all now beautiful fertile land. Let's see how our levees... Yeah, these were necessary to prevent flooding over here. That would have just kept flowing over that way. And even here, it would have flowed over through here and flooded and probably backfilled all that. So there we go. That gets that going. We've created a bit of a waterfall over here, which looks nice. Look at that. We've made waterfalls. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? And now we've got a ton more usable land. And I can make a channel even to kind of control where that goes. Now I just want to make sure that it doesn't get too high back here. I'm fine with it getting right up to that edge, which I think it's going to be its limit. But first it has to fill in all of this. I mean, that's a huge body of water that we've just created coming from one single channel here. And I also don't want to have this permanently blocked off. We eventually want this open. Should you get Dashing on Steam even though you have Microsoft Store? Unless you're just wanting to, you know, support System Era with some extra money. It's the same game. Well, we're not going to find out now because of the drought. But it will take a while for all of this to run out now. Not very long, though. Holy crap. That was pretty damn quick. And this is getting low over here because we got these water pumps running. We could let some of this water flow in. That's cool. We created the little pool over here. That's nice. That'll be handy for later, as will this pool here. But we know our levees work. And that was the important thing. We've got 1.3 days remaining in this drought. And we still have water here. Like, if I wanted to, I could let this water flow into here. Like, if this went dry, I could open up these floodgates and let all that water through. Should SES make accounts strategy for cross-platform? Or for cross-progression? Yeah, I think they should, but I think that's more of a Sony and Microsoft restriction than it is a Astroneer restriction. So cool. I think we've made good progress. I mean, this has just been 3 hours, and we've got a nice little district. So what I'm going to do is get our next building project ready. And that is going to be another housing development on top here. Just do that. Make it a little easier. I'm just going to do that there. And then up here, we're going to come out like this. And then put, oh, whoops. For some reason it deselected it. Okay, so we'll put a 2 on top of here. Yep, a 2 there, a 2 there. And then a 3 there and a 3 there. And then we'll work our way down again for another set of stairs. I'm going to have to turn a corner, but that's okay. We can turn corners. Ooh, we won't be able to turn a corner there, though. Okay, wait, will we? No, because I need stairs there. And so it would actually have to have one more right there. Okay. That, and then that can go there. You can put a path there. We don't need that one that I just did. What we'll do is get rid of where we're going to build this. We'll get rid of that one bit of path there. We'll put in one more set of stairs, and then we'll reconnect this right here like that. And done. I think I'll run a path there just so they have one more way in and out. And then let's get rid of that extra one that I built. Like so. And then up here, I just realized I never connected those stairs, so I need to go down a level. Oops. One too many. Yeah, these stairs here aren't connected to a path, so they're useless. These need a path on them. There we go. And then we need to go up a level, which I wanted to do page up, but that's not a thing in this game. We need to connect these stairs, and then we need to connect all the way around. And through there. I could do another set of stairs down in the back, and I think I might. Just to give them, again, alternate ways in and out. There we go. Connect path, and then that will give them an alternate way down the back side as well. And then we can cap this off with a few nice things. We have a ton of research points. One, we are going to do the laborer monument, and we're going to put that like right here. And that will impact nearly the entire housing project. And then we can put some leisure things up here. We can put like some of these nice rooftop terraces. They love these. We might be able to get a fire pit up here. No, it's too big. And then we can... Hold on, can I get another rooftop terrace behind this one? Yeah. And then, like, back here, we could do some roofing. Because they see that as decoration. To actually put some roof tiles up. So we go into decoration. That's 2x2. So decoration, I want my 2x2s. Unlock those. And we just give that little section a nice little roof to cap it off. And they should get that built pretty quick. They got Forester Lodges going that we asked them to build now. So that's going to all get planted in a lot quicker now. And everything's going to look good. Our water is starting to flow back, but we've drained this. So for now, since we're not using any water back here, it'd be better just to let this run open. And we'll deal with everything else later. I see evaporation happened here. This was all the way up to the edge there, and now it's not. So we need to lower that down, let that fill up with some water, and then raise it back up. We're getting some flooding, but I think it was just because of the initial surge of water. Yeah, now that water has flown back in there and is pretty much up as high as we need it, now we can resume our flooding. Just raise that on up. I just don't know that we've got enough water pressure coming in from the back here to get this up as high as I was hoping to get it on this end. But I think that's enough Timberborn for tonight. Let's play a few rounds of marbles on stream. Let's save that. Save this real quick. Exit the desktop. It'll get a little laggy for just a minute. God, my hair looks awful tonight. And I'll load up some marbles. Actually, first, edit. Marbles time. There we go. And change the game. Marbles on stream. Done. I need to come over here to Discord and let everybody in the Discord know that it is marbles time as well. Marbles time. There we go. And then I launch marbles on stream. We'll play 3 or 4 rounds of marbles. Boom, 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 boom. Now the Timberborn music's stuck in my head. Man, it's warm in here. It's 79 degrees in here. Which means somebody's been fiddling with the air conditioner. It is not cold enough outside to have the heater on. Are you going to capture marbles anytime, OBS? Hey, there it goes. I like Xbox. You think it's weird how they post and how they don't support console wars and that all are equal. Yet, to create servers on other platforms, you need to buy a server from G-Portal on the channel for security purposes. Yeah, it's because they are, you know, talking out of both sides of their mouth, basically. We're going to head to community maps, and I'm just going to pick one that has a decent runtime. Beautiful Antique Adventure has a nice long run time. So exclamation point play in chat if you want to play marbles on stream. And that's all you really have to do is type exclamation point play. And fate will guide the rest. We've got a nice sparkly antique looking track. Finish line somewhere way down there. There is Commander Hobo jumping in because he saw the announcement in Discord, I bet. We've got Fennec Potato. We've got 6 viewers. Let's see if we can't get 6 racers in here. We've got Dynamistic. Going to give anybody out there that's lurking about 20 more seconds. And then I'm going to hit the play button or the start button. So if you want in, now is your chance to do so. Exclamation point play in chat. No? Nobody? Just the four of us? I mean, that's fine. I'll race with just 4 people. Makes my odds better. Of course, as always, well, not as always, as recently, the winner of this race will get to pick our next race. And you have 10 seconds if you decide you wanted to get in. Just type exclamation point play. Don't be late. And close the submissions, and we're off. Watch to see who gets the drop first here. Well, Phoenix zooming. Holy cow. Look at you go. Who said potatoes were slow? Look at that. Oh, man. That's a lead right there. Oh, is anybody going to take that middle bit and maybe get a shortcut? Finnick. Finish line's that way. Finnick. Finish line's that way. Looks like I'm having the same problem. Hey, I figured it out. Oh, gosh. Well, that shortcut just shoots you up there and then into the bowl. So I'm going to go into the big pasta strainer and see you later, nerds. Oh, my gosh.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that.
Dino, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, Finnick. You better get moving to catch up. Oh, look at this. We got multiple routes to choose from again. So I go to the right. Finnick's going to the left. Trust me, that's left and right. I'm just looking at it backwards. Oh, and I got hung up on the thing. So did Finnick. This is one of those tracks where every time you come to a crossroads, it bounces you back. Oof. Big, 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 big. Oof. Oh, whoa. I almost went off the edge. That was dangerous. What is happening up here? We've got like, oh, Finnick, look at you. Jumping back into a big lead. You're about to get stuff shot at you, my dude. Look at that. It's like shooting boulders out of cannons. Well, that is a big lead, too. Coming up to one of the snowflake obstacles. These can hold you back quite a bit, but it looks like you got through pretty unscathed. Watch out for the big boulders being shot at you. I don't think they kill you, but they would definitely slow you down. Oh, that one bounced right over your head. Oh my God. That is a massive lead. And you're heading straight for the drop. Look at that. And the finish line's right there. You've got this. Across the line for Finnick Potato. Well, I appreciate that. Very kind of you, Dino. Dynamistic. Gonna bring home third. Yep, and Hobo's just like, sup? How you doing? And across the line for Commander Hobo. All right. Finnick. You have 16 choices here. 1 through 16. There's how often people get eliminated. Please don't pick one that's in the hundreds of seconds. But give me a number 1 through 16 that you would like to do. There's a bug on my screen. There we go. Just waiting on Phoenix. Number 14. The Bouncing Hammer Jump with a 3% elimination rate, average time of 129. Let's do it. Oh my God, the fly needs to get out of here. All right, exclamation point play in chat to join the race, and I'll try to find out where we are. There we are. So we're going to go down the Star Trek Enterprise here. And then that way and do some things and some stuff. There's a big hammer there that I'm assuming is going to try to knock us out. And then there's a finish line way down there. Looks fun. Exclamation point play in chat. Going to give you 30 seconds to join in. Whew, I'm tired. Ooh, we've got 5 racers this time. It's Dino Dodds. I've been saying Dino Dudes. It's Dino Dodds. My bad. I don't know why I seen it there. Help me see there was only one O, but hey, whatever. All right, here we go. Nat is really getting on my nerves. Aren't they all supposed to be dead? It's wintertime. And we're off. Who's going to make it to the drop first? Oh, there's an obstacle there, so we all just kind of funneled down. Nice. And Dino in the lead. Big lead, too. Big. Holy cow, that is a big lead. But, yeah, that sucks. Those blocks get in your way. So Dynamistic found a better route through while we're all just chilling back there. Oh. Those gonna drop and get out of your way anytime soon. Oof. Big, big oof. Oh! What? We freed you. That's amazing. That's what the big hammer does. That was cool. For a minute, I thought I was just going to yeet you out of the play and you were just going to be dead. Whoa, look at Hobo go. Do you know what the mobile app is called? The mobile app for what? To manage Nitrado? I think it's just called Nitrado. I don't have it anymore because I don't use Nitrado anymore. Oh, Hobo, you had this huge lead. Oh, wait. When did the Dyna finish? I didn't even see. What? When did you finish? Taking the win. Nice. I didn't even see that you got back into first. Holy cow. I thought Hobo. Oh, for marbles? I don't know if there's a mobile app for marbles. Because you host it and you have to link it to your Twitch account so that it can tap into your chat and see the commands. All right, well done, Dyna. Beat Hobo by 7 seconds. I didn't even notice. Oh, man. So, Dyna, you get to pick 1 through 16. And this will be our final normal race, and then we will jump into a boost track at the end. I don't know how it happened. I wasn't paying attention. Suddenly you were there. What's that flag mean? Oh, I guess it means we've done ones that we've done before. Anyways, 1 through 16. Dyna, make your choice. That hammer throw was amazing, though. That was number 6. Ooh, this is you sure you want to do this one? Because this will take, if the average time is 393 seconds, this is probably going to take hours to finish. If anybody finishes. And I'm not going to stay on hours for a race to finish. Like, I'll stay on 10 more minutes, but is that your final answer? Is number 6? Just waiting for the chat delay. You're lagging, so 2. Okay, let's do 2 then. All right. We'll do 2. I like 2. Oh, gosh. Anything but 1 or 6, right? All right, exclamation point, play in chat. Ooh, this one's pretty. Nice choice. I don't know where we're going to go. Down there somewhere. I guess we'll find out once we get there. Where's our players? There's our players. Back up a little bit so we can see everybody that's joining. We've got Hobo, Dino, Finnick, and myself. Exclamation point, play in chat. And we've got dinos. So we've got all 5 from the last race. Anybody else who wants in, you have 15 seconds to type exclamation point play. And you too can join in the chaos. The winner of this track will be choosing our boost track. Can you make Streamlabs say stuff? I use Stream Elements, and yes, you can. It has text-to-speech. Yeah, my resubscriptions, donations, bits, all of those have text-to-speech. But yeah, it's just an option you can turn on in the alert setting, just text-to-speech. So yeah, it has it all. It's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Final normal race of the evening. Oh, got in just in time. What is up, Mr. Savagery? How's it going? Savagery? Did I say that right? I said it right. With the fancy ball. Let's check out this fancy ball here. Ooh, it's got horns and flames, and that's amazing. I dig it. Oh, and a big lead. Well, maybe everybody's going different routes on this one. This is a really cool track in that everybody can go all these different ways, and it's all shiny. But it looks like in the end, they're pretty equal. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were about to teleport. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. Just tons of blocks. Hobo getting through without issue, though. What? I call hacks. I call mod hacks. Hobo is going to be choosing our boost track for the evening. Well played, Hobo. And I can't really tell who's actually in second. It looks like it might be me. Yep, it's me as we all just make our way casually down the spiral staircase into the finish line. Second place. Third is Dino, finished out the podium. Dynamist. I didn't even see what happened with the rest of it. Dynamistic in fourth. Finnick in fifth. And Mr. Savagery bringing us home. What's that 103 mean? Are you the 103rd top player? That's awesome. All right, Hobo. You know what this means. It is up to you to choose which of the 3 boost tracks. I feel like I know what you're going to say. But, just waiting on the stream delay for Hobo. Did we lose Hobo? Hobo! Chop, chop. He's like, don't clap at me. No? No Hobo? I think we lost Hobo. Complex, clean, or curvy? Or random. Should we just do random? Hobo's probably busy flying his space pew-pews. He can't type. I know he likes curvy complex, so we're going to do curvy complex. And if that wasn't the right choice, we'll just let him pick the next map next time. So this is a boost track. By the way, exclamation point play in chat to join on it. Whoops, let me hit that button. There we go. There's all of our lovely me faces. Exclamation point play. And of course, since this is a boost track, once the race starts, you can type in boost, followed by a space, followed by a number between 1 and 650. The higher the number, the more you boost. But there are several opportunities to boost yourself right out of existence. So do be careful with your boosts. Or don't, and let us all have a great laugh as you go flying off into the oblivion. That's fine too. I'm going to give you guys 30 more seconds to get in, because I know some of you are in lurk mode while you play other games. And I don't want anybody to miss out on a boost track. One of these days, I'll earn enough coins in a season that I can buy special subscriber marbles. I'm not going to pay for them. I ain't got money for that. I'm broke. Being unemployed sucks. All right, is that it? Are we done? Looks like that's it. All right, here we go. Again, this is a boost track, so you can boost your way to victory or death. Granted, you first have to, you know, work your way down the spiral, but hey. 69, nice. Is that going to pay off? Because it seems like it just shoved you up higher on the edge, but it could maybe give you that approach angle. I don't know. I don't know. Looks like Dino is going to be our first one down. Indeed, Dino is our first one down. Ooh, we got a big 469 coming in from Dynamistic, which makes it look like you just spiraled faster. It doesn't look like it did anything for you. Oh no. Oh gosh, get up there trying to see. Wow, Dino has massively, and that's the key right there, is those small incremental boosts on this one. Oh no! Rip! Oh man. Oh no, just a little too much of a boost, and hate to see it, love to see it type situation. Oh no, we lost another one. Finnick. Oh, it is down to 3 racers, and I have a huge lead, and I don't even boost. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Do they have any hope of catching me whatsoever? I don't know. I've kind of got it in. Hobo's busy flying his spaceship in Elite Dangerous, so he can't type in boosts. And I don't know if he did, that it would even make that big of a difference now. Because I'm pretty much there. What happens if everybody falls? It says no winner. It's just no winner. Just we've had that situation a couple times. But I don't boost because when I try to move my mouse over to that other window, it just moves the camera. So I'm taking the win on the final track. Dinah looks like she's going to come in second up there with Hobo back here. And, you know, just chilling in third, unless he just suddenly boosts himself out of existence too. Just out of nowhere, Hobo does a boost 650 and shoo, goes flying. Oh, he's just going to casually coast to third place. GG, everyone. Well, we only had 2 deaths. I mean, you know. What is that? 40% of our people didn't make it? I do love me some marbles. So let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who's online. Unfollow that dude. Wow, okay, there's not really a whole lot online, so let's go see if we can make a new Timberborn friend. Maybe that's a thing we can do. French, English, 1 viewer. That's not Timberborn. Maybe this one? Let's check this guy out. Got a face cam, so I'm sure if we show up and start talking, he'll start talking too. Now let's do it. Let's go make a new friend. Oh my gosh, he's been alive 11 hours. Holy man. That's amazing. Everyone, thank you for watching. Once again, Merry Christmas. I know it's probably after midnight for many of you, but still Merry Christmas. Follow me on Twitter for announcements of all my live streams, videos, and other silliness that I post on there. Make sure you come subscribe over on YouTube so that you get all of the wonderfully Vainglorious videos. Come hang out with us on Discord. There are your raid emotes so that you can drop those on Call Me Vid when we get over there. Never raided this person before. No idea what we're about to get ourselves into. But he has a single viewer and he's playing Timberborn, so we're going to go say hello and maybe make a new friend. I'll be back live again next Thursday evening. Same time as usual, 7 p.m. Central, right here on Twitch. So I hope to see you guys there. And in the meantime, I hope to see you on Discord and in the YouTube comments. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.